Hello, this is Shelly with the Aroma Guru and Sanford Massage and Wellness. Today I am the Aroma Guru, and I'm not going to put my face on camera today because I think you guys are getting pretty sick of me. I know I am. So, today I want to talk about turmeric. And turmeric comes from a plant, a tall perennial herb with long wide leaves, yellow to white flowers, and clusters of bright orange rhizomes, which is what you see here. The rhizomes is kind of similar to ginger root. And the yellow-orange pigment that you see in this picture is called curcumin, and you might be very familiar with it in the Indian spice curry. And turmeric has been around for a long time, and it has many, many health benefits. One of the biggest ones, the one that turned me onto it the most, was the anti-inflammatory properties. So back in October, I had broke the radial head of my right arm up into the elbow, and having my arm in a cast for 4 weeks, my shoulder got adhesive capsulitis, or what is known as frozen shoulder. And it was very painful and very stiff. And I read about using turmeric as an anti-inflammatory. So I started taking some essential oils. It does come in essential oil as well as the powdered. I opted for the essential oil because I figured it was more concentrated than buying the spice and trying to put the spice into different things because it's kind of spicy. So I bought some gel caps, and I started taking a couple drops of turmeric, and I mixed it with black pepper because evidently black pepper helps the turmeric absorb into the body better. And lo and behold, within a couple of weeks, my shoulder started moving again, and the pain went away, and the doctor couldn't believe how fast my shoulder had unfrozen, and told me to keep, doing what I was doing. He even mentioned the fact that he takes turmeric himself. So another thing that turmeric is used for is gastrointestinal conditions, stomach cramps, rheumatoidism, arthritis. That falls under the anti-inflammatory category. It's also an antimicrobial. Takes care of little microorganisms. It's really good, as a antibacterial too, and an antifungal. So I'll spread these out so you can, if you wanted to write these down or whatever. Of course, I know I'm the only geek that writes this stuff down. And an antiviral. There's a lot of things that you can do with turmeric. It's used for arthritis and heartburn, joint pain, stomach pain, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, intestinal gas, stomach bloating, jaundice, liver problems. Let me tell you another story about as far as liver problems go. 3 years ago, I had a kidney stone. I didn't know it was a kidney stone at the time, and I had gone into the ER, and they had taken a CT scan and found that it was, in fact, a kidney stone. But when the results also came back from that kidney stone, they said that I had fatty liver disease, which kind of concerned me because I'm not a big drinker, and I knew I had to change my diet up a little bit. But over the course of a few years, trying to change my diet, it really didn't change things much. And then, like I said, when I broke my arm in October and I started taking turmeric essential oil regularly for my shoulder, then back in April, I got another kidney stone. And they did another CT scan. And this time when the results came back with the kidney stone, it also came back my liver was completely normal. And I do attribute that to the turmeric oil. So it can also help with skin inflammation, and for that I would put it in a carrier oil like coconut oil, or make a paste with the spice. You can also use it to treat headaches, bronchitis, colds, lung infections, hay fever, fibromyalgia. Again, that's the inflammatory part of that. Itchy skin, recovery after surgery. They've even had reports of it helping with depression and Alzheimer's disease. There's been a few studies on that. And the main component that is in the turmeric that is making all this possible is curcumin. You can actually buy curcumin pills. Like I said, I prefer taking the oil only because I feel it's highly concentrated and it's liquid, so it gets into your system a lot quicker. So I'm going to put out here a list of some of the other things that turmeric is good for, and this is also what I put up in the notes on this page. If you happen to see that come up the other day, you can go ahead and take a closer look at it yourself. So they're saying, hay fever, depression, high cholesterol, osteoarthritis, itching, stomach ulcers, skin problems, and Alzheimer's disease. Look at that. Early research shows that taking curcumin as a chemical found in turmeric daily for 6 months does not benefit people with Alzheimer's. Insufficient evidence for this. But what I was reading earlier as far as the Alzheimer's goes is that, like I said, there's insufficient evidence for it, but those that have been working with it have found that it doesn't cure it. It just kind of helps with the memory problems. They just haven't come out with the actual study yet, but I've been reading a lot about it lately. Some other things that it's really good for: eye inflammation, mental function, colorectal cancer, bypass surgery, coronary artery bypass graft surgery, Crohn's, inflammatory bowel disease, diabetes, stomach upset, gum disease, stomach ulcers. Like I said, these notes are all up on the notes on this page if you want to read closer, because I know I can't get the whole thing on the camera. But definitely check these notes out. There is so much that you can do with turmeric. And like I said, I take it in oil form in a gel cap. I go to the health food store, I buy some gel caps, put a couple drops in that with a couple drops of black pepper, and I take it. Other ways you can do it, they make teas, they make pills. You could actually put the spice in the food that you cook. So that brings me to dosage. Okay, they don't really recommend it they say it's likely safe for pregnant and breastfeeding, unsafe if it's taken by mouth. So I really would check into that. Turmeric can make gallbladder problems worse. There could be slow blood clotting, and bruising. So if you're going to have surgery, I think they recommend stop using turmeric at least 2 weeks before a scheduled surgery. And as with anything, obviously, check with your doctor before taking this. And like I said, all of these notes are right up on this page under the notes section. It says turmeric might lower testosterone levels, so be aware of that. Infertility issues. And I had mentioned the surgery. Like I said, might slow the blood clotting. So if you're taking medications that also slow clotting, you might increase the chance of bruising and bleeding. So like, Advil, ibuprofen, Warfarin, naproxen, these things, you may not want to take it. But other than that, the dosage, 500 milligrams of curcumin, used daily for 2 months. For allergy reactions, hay fever, depression, 500 milligrams of curcumin twice daily. And as you can see, alone or along with 20 milligrams of, I am not going to be able to pronounce that one, for 6 to 8 weeks. High cholesterol, 1 to 4 grams of turmeric extract in 2 divided doses daily for 3 months. Itching, 1,500 milligrams, 3 divided doses. Now these are all for the pills or the spice. For the oils, I can tell you, like I said, I do 2 drops. I'm not sure what the milligram is per drop of that, but I do 2 drops in a gel cap with 2 drops of black pepper daily. So this shows you also for osteoarthritis, children by mouth for high cholesterol, 1.4 grams of turmeric extract in 2 divided doses daily for 3 months. Children at least 15 years old. So like I said, these are all up on the notes section of my page here. If you want any more detailed information on exactly how to use it, just put it in the comments, and if there's any oils that you'd like me to do, you can put that in the comments as well. All right, thanks. Bye.